This time it is not that hard to lose yourself in the Zolga forest, is it? I feel slow today because of the ripped birds and gutted people here yesterday. But anyway, I am always glad to see you silent freedoms here to learn more about life and the properties, and thinking the world over is a simple question. But today we are going to be in the Zolga forest for some weeks. Plus I seem to understand my daughter more, since she is looping into a hole of slow thinking and planned wits. I love how you humans do something so quick and get mad when the process has to be done again, and you mess up through the ages, a loop that can never be broken for some reason. Like silence and sight. To see something so wonderful and destroy it because you need it for food, water, shelter, and other things. I have looked back in human time and realized that only America is a fake country. You have the fattest people, the least hard-working slobs who pilfer death warrants to anyone who judges them. Funny how other parts of the galaxy can live side by side and hate one another, and choose not to slaughter each other because of made-up issues and doubts about things that people long ago did, and or new things that dehumanize people more and more every day. I always saw it as a stretch, nothing more, nothing less, meaning that I can see what life and death can improve from, rather than them being harsh topics for some beings. I would like to ask the question on the fact of money. Why do you kill someone over? Well, in the human case it is made out of trees, on other planets it is fingers, eyes, excrement, hair follicles, and many other things that could be way worse to give up and or to work for. Now these things come from other people, of course, but it is still mind-boggling that you turn into beasts and fight for something that can easily be made with the proper tools. I can make anything in the Zolga forest because I have honed my education of breathing nutrients into these trees. Granted, I have Jackie get the other things that I need, just like this form I take when you see meat floating through the woods, and or vanishing in the blink of an eye. I can mold and shape the ground into food for the creatures and people that like to dive deep into their thoughts and kill any doubt they have, kill any nagging noises, stressful kin, or just to exercise the body running away and or after something. But there is a rest area where I can show you my real body. But the more you look at it, the more your bodies will begin to shake violently because it is something that the human mind cannot process quick enough. Do not be too scared of what I actually look like. Some of you have been talking to yourself, wandering and babbling unrecognizable nonsense for long periods of time. Some of you have even shed blood of yourself and others here in this forest, trying to find other meanings to freedom. Can you feel it? The nerve-shaking cold as you look deep into my skin and hail the abyssal form that I have taken right now? Sometimes it is a good thing to talk to yourself for guidance rather than people telling you what is right and what is wrong. It is a laughable thing that through the ages, many humans control other humans like dogs, and they tend to get away with it because they are in the shadows, in the vast caves that they have built for themselves. But I would like to hear about some things that you have done in the Zulga forest. Splendid, you have been to our other meetings too, have you not? Maybe not physically here, but through the hunged waves of images clouding your mind and seeping into visions you see of the real world.
So many times I see visions of the world collapsing because of what I have done. I created the fires in various places for self-gain, to watch people scream and burn, looking up at me as I run naked through the shattered forest, shitting on their dead corpses, laughing manically through it all. I feel my mind being ripped open too many times over the span of weeks, and I could keep taking the fuck those pills. I do not want the voices to stop. I want them to tell me why I love to dance in the moonlight, and the winds scream for my downfall.
You must be talking about Jackie's group, the Children of Fire. They do a lot of running around causing chaos and madness wherever they go, regardless of who they hurt, and take the rest as slaves, I think. Like, for example, I needed Jackie for a very important task to kill some teenagers through their adventure and bring me back some things when she got back. Now, rather than her bringing back exactly what I needed from their bodies, she also brought back a teenage female named Tuga, who she has wiped the memories from and used her hands for lustful means. But if you want to join their group, I am sure that they are willing to bring you into their pits and breathe new life into your lungs. Slashing, gaping wounds, drawn back eyes with blood splattered all across the floor. Looking at your work with joy and pride, you should not be ashamed that you have those visions, Silent. You just need to put them somewhere where it can do the most damage to the people who have doubted your mind. Make them truly believe that you have turned anew with nothing holding your soul back.
But you do not understand, Jukul. They are all looking at me, but I see no bodies to match those cackling eyes of. Too many things have happened for me to go back and face the world outside. I liked the Zulga forest because I could etch myself out of society and gladly skip to my own beat, rather than living day by day and doing nothing with that. The dreams I want to have will be either stolen or broken because it does not go with their policy. I want to rip out their organs and freeze them, gut them limb to limb as they squirm out of their mortal coil. I need to walk a little more than I will understand. Thank you, Jukul, for all that you have done for us. My mind is starting to slip. I need to go now and find out what I am to do here, or maybe that way is the right way.
It seems he wants to become more of something besides the reasons of murder and deception. But I would love to talk to him more about his actions, and how I can seep my tendrils deep into his psyche and fill his head with more things to do than wandering around here aimlessly. He already knows what he wants to do in his life, and I should guide him in any way that I can. But I will not. He will have to open a certain door to madness, all those bugs and glitter in the underworld. But people who already know what they want to do in life do not need to come to the Zulga forest for long periods of time. Think of it as an abyssal hole, throwing your mind through challenges rather than just writing down and talking about it. But I see someone else had their hand up. Spew out your life's journey.
I want these things to stop following me. I see them every time I go to sleep here, and I do not know what they are.
Maybe it is your mind trying to tell you to stop running from them and hear what they have to say. Did you not say that those voices were a gift from the people in silky clothes?
Yes, but they are sometimes in just that and nothing else, lurking through the woods, eating away at my body. Their thick husks playing hollow hums that I can only hear when my ears are burning. It is good when they bring me a type of food that can be lathered on my body and get me moving with no blemishes or rusted movements. Other times it is a bad dream, running for days looking for something that you know you will never find, regardless of who you ask. To be honest, they kind of look like you when I see them, silked and slippery, smoothing the ground as you grind upon it. are you the one that is giving me these dreams? Or are they not dreams at all, and you have taken my mind away from me for a period of time and used it for your game here?
I have shattered your mind for the time being since you have been here for so long, and I am assuming to be tossed away through the leaves and enter a new psychoanalysis, to let you run without a care in the world and etch out certain questions rather than asking me.
Well, if that is the case, I will bleed all over this forest until I find the answers I am looking for, and nothing will stop me. I could care less about the people who will help me with my soul problems. All they are doing is telling me that I cannot do anything because of this body. You wanted me to do this for so fucking long. Well, now these leaves will be coated in crimson, and finally I can find those answers.
Well, I guess that is the end of the crazy thoughts that more and more people have here at the Zolga Forest. But I will have to change back into my floating form. People are starting to bow and are cutting deep wounds used for a sacrifice. I would love to search your minds more and more each time you come into the Zolga Forest, but I think Shadow wants to talk to you all about wandering in the voices.